I just had a doctrine class.
Oh, yes.
Okay, with Mark Thompson, principal of Moore College. Absolutely fascinating, fantastic class, very interesting.
What was the topic?
We're talking about the doctrine of God, the nature of God, and it's thinking specifically about in reference to creation. So his creation, like, why does God create? Why did God create? Why, what were the factors? Why didn't he have to create? And I guess, like, one question that we're talking about is God is all-knowing. And, I posted that thing on Instagram about, like, how humans, as people, we have known knowns, things that we know. We have known unknowns. We have areas of mystery that we know, we're aware that we don't know much about them. Then we have unknown unknowns. There are things that are mysteries. We haven't even conceived of them. But for God, it's only known knowns. And I guess the question that has been boggling my mind all morning, not that I think about this a lot, but it's been boggling my mind all morning, is how does God know he knows everything? Do you know what I mean?
How does God know that he knows everything?
Yeah. So let's, knows everything. There isn't a in his thinking, there's no possibility that there is anything outside of his sphere of knowledge. There's nothing that he doesn't know. Do you know? Does that make sense as a question?
It does. It does.
So how can someone know that they know everything?
Let me make it even more thorny.
Okay.
Sin. God cannot sin. So does he know the experience? Isn't it true that he doesn't know the experience of sin? And the guilt of sin?
Yes. And there are verses that says, God cannot lie.
Yes.
And so, yes, he hasn't experienced those things, but does he know, like, can he posit what they're like?
Yeah.
What is it like to lie?
Yes.
What is it like to sin? Anyway, that's an open-ended question that's
a big one.
I don't think there's an answer to it, to be honest. I think it's one of the known unknowns. We know about it, we don't know the answer.
So there's unknown unknowns, there's known unknowns, there's known knowns, unknown unknowns, but this is a known unknown.
This is a known unknown. I don't think we have any unknown knowns.
Right.
That's one category that we don't have, because if we know something...
Well, maybe you do in your own subjective experience, because other people know it, but you don't.
Maybe. Yes. Okay, yes. All right.
Here's something to think about, right? That there's a sense in which you might say it's and I'm drawing from a philosopher named Anselm at this point, where it's a form of argument that he had for God, which is imagine a being who could not possibly know. Sorry, let me say that again. Imagine a being who could not possibly not know all that there is to know.
Imagine a being that could not possibly know everything that there is to know. Is that it? That's us, right?
I think I said it wrong. Imagine a being who could not possibly not know everything that there is to know.
Right, yes, and that's what I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway. No, I'm not going to go down the Anselm line. Never mind. But that it would be contradictory to God's character to not know all that exists and is created, because he is the creator and is in sovereign control of all that is. So It's not really an answer to your question, but saying that it would be almost self-refuting to who God is.
Yes.
Interesting.
Anyway, let's go back to revealed knowledge, the Bible.